Hey everybody, I want to go over the propaganda techniques used in print ads or in advertising real quick with you, just because a bunch of people had some trouble with a couple of them on that last thing that we did, and you're going to have another one today. So I want to make sure that you understand what each of those types of propaganda means exactly. So let's go to this. Okay, so the ones that we have been there are a lot of propaganda techniques used in advertisement, but the ones that you see the most often are these 8, maybe a few more than that, but these are the ones we're focusing on. So real quick, let's go over them. Snob appeal is when you have an ad where the person looks really rich and the surroundings are really luxurious, and whatever they're doing, whatever the person is being sold, it's trying to make you feel like if you buy that, you're going to be a part of the elite. People are going to envy you. It's like supposed to bring you into that rich zone if you have it. And that's snob appeal. It makes you feel like if you have it, you'll be better than other people. Bandwagon, you know the phrase, jump on the bandwagon. It just means everybody's doing it. If you're not doing it, you're not part of the in group, and that's not cool. So bandwagon is letting the people know, as the advertiser, letting people know that tons of people are using this product, and if you're not, you're missing out. And next we have name calling, and that's a negative type of propaganda. That's when you're literally saying something negative about the other candidate or saying something negative about the other product, like the competition. And you don't even need to be saying it. It can be done in pictures. I mean, I'm going to show you you'll see some examples, actually not of this one, but it can be done in pictures, showing a difference and making the other product look way worse than yours. Remember the one we had last time? It was for Burger King, and it had like a Whopper next to a Big Mac, and it said something like, it looks more like a medium Mac. That's Burger King doing name calling against McDonald's. Then we have glittering generalities, which I'm going to go into more detail about in a second, and the same with transfer. So let me skip over those two. Stacking the cards means the advertiser is not giving you all the information. So you see it a lot with food items. They might be saying, 30% less fat, but they're not telling you how much fat there is in there or how many calories or how much sodium or anything else. They're just focusing on that 30% less fat and hoping that you will go, "Ooh, that must be healthy." Plain folks, that's when you have just regular old people in your ads. Oh, there's a little email for me. Plain folks is when you have just normal looking people, everyday people in the ads, and that's to make the product seem like, hey, you're one of us, we're one of you. You know what I mean? It's kind of an equalizing thing where you feel, I'm a regular person and regular people like that product, so I guess I'll like it. Then we have testimonial, and a testimonial is when you have somebody famous, a sports figure, a movie star, a singer, or whatever, endorsing the product, standing there saying, I use this, and you think if they use it, that must be good, and I want to be like them. Transfer, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, you kind of see transfer in a lot of these. An ad can have more than one thing going on in it. So let's go down to glittering generalities, because I know that's kind of a weird one maybe for some of you. So a glittering generality, it's a vague word or phrase that's there to bring out a positive feeling. Positive feeling, rather than to convey information. So it's not telling you about the product, it's just saying these vague words that give you a feeling, a positive feeling. There is no supporting information or reason that you should like this Starbucks coffee. It's just these glittering generalities make you think it's a positive product, something that you want. I'll show you some examples of that in a sec. Using glittering generalities has been said to be like name calling, but in reverse. And examples of words commonly employed as glittering generalities in political ads would be things like freedom, security, tradition, change, prosperity. That would be in political ads, but you see glittering generalities in all kinds of ads for products. So here's one where it is being used in a political ad. Words used to make us approve and accept without examining the evidence. Remember what I said up there? It's words that make you feel a certain way, but there's never anything to back it up. It's almost like what they're saying could be applied to any product or any person. It's nothing specific to that product or person. Examples: civilization, Christianity, proper, democracy, patriotism, motherhood, fatherhood. You can see those are all words that have really positive connotations. Here's another example of a glittering generalities. This is a print ad, obviously, or it's like, yeah, I guess it's a print ad. Oh, by Billboard. This miracle lotion will give you magically soft skin. So the glittering generality words are obviously miracle and magically, okay? Doesn't really mean anything, but it sure sounds good. Here's a Starbucks ad: the best coffee for the best you. Okay, the glittering generality words, best and best you. So you're gonna have that association, like, but there's nothing there that tells you why. It's just, it's the best. Adolf Hitler used glittering generalities propaganda to gain mass following by using words like freedom, pride, independence, integrity. He was trying to create a sense of pride in the idea of the fatherland. And the other one, last thing I want to talk about is, I really want to explain transfer, because to me, this is the hardest one for people to grasp. And I know some of you had trouble with it on the last worksheet. So transfer, another way you can look at transfer is think of it as an association. You see something, you associate it with something else, and then you kind of get tied, those things tie together for the product. And then you start associating whatever that good thing is in the ad with the product for no good reason, but it's like on a psychological level, it sucks you in like that. So let me read this. Transfer advertising attempts to transfer people's feelings about one topic or product to another topic or product. I'll show you some examples in a minute. By using positive associations that you already have in one area, like puppies or the American flag or a happy family having a picnic, the advertiser doesn't have to start from scratch to create those same positive associations for its product. You already have those associations, so they're just using them to suck you in. All right, so here's an example. So this is an example for a cologne, Tommy Girl, and having an attractive female in the ad means, or makes you think, only attractive people use the product. So if you use it, you'll be seen as attractive. There's an American flag flying in the background, and that's like the patriotism thing, like it's an American thing. And if you have pride in your country, you'll associate that pride and that good feeling, that positive feeling, with Tommy Girl cologne. Here's another one. Here we have an ad for Dawn dishwashing liquid, and they've got a cute little baby duckling here. And you see a little duckling, and you know, most people are going to go, oh, I have that, like that warm-hearted feeling because it's a little baby. And then you're going to transfer that good feeling onto the product itself. Here is an ad for Marlboro. Marlboro, it's come to where the flavor is. And you see this strapping cowboy having a cigarette break. Marlboro persuades the audience to identify smoking with the rugged strength of an American cowboy. So you'll associate, if you smoke that, you'll be rugged and an impressive specimen of a male also. Here's a very common one that you see in politics. You see the candidate with the American flag behind them. And last thing, Santa says, Coke time. And the propaganda that's going on here is the audience is meant to transfer its positive feelings about Santa into positive feelings about drinking Coke. Even though Santa and Coke are not in any way related, but think this is a great example because you can really see here how you're supposed to transfer your good feelings about Christmas and Santa and that time of year and happiness onto Coke. All right, I hope that helps. So you have that one worksheet to do. Please try to get everything right. You will have something just like it on your final exam, and there will be 8 of them, and you'll want to make sure you know these. I'm not putting any new ones in there. You want to make sure you really understand these. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, guys.